Welcome back to the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show.
Tom Izzo has quite the resume. He's a Hall of Famer, a national champion, and most recently surpassed Indiana's Bobby Knight to become the all-time winningest coach in the Big Ten. All are amazing accomplishments, yet becoming a dad was one of his favorites. Family means the world to Izzo, so it's only fitting. His son Steven joined the team 4 years ago. He undoubtedly has become one of the Izzo's favorite players, and when he sat down with our Haley Schoengart, he discussed the unique dynamic of having your father as your coach.
I gotta ask this question. I'm sure everyone wants to know what it's like to have Tom Izzo as a father. So what's it like?
It's good balance. I mean, you get the coach side when you're here, and he is more of a coach just in all aspects of life, but he lives the normal parent life, just more busy and more well known, I guess.
I'm sure there's gotta be some perks.
Yeah, there's been some great perks. I've gotten to go to NBA Finals games, got to go on court, locker room stuff, meet players, and just experience things that people don't usually get to experience. One of the funny stories that I have as a kid is my dad didn't know where I was. Like, he lost me when I was at a Warriors game, but Coach Kerr had brought me in the locker room, and then my dad was like freaking out, and then he went outside and was like, they were talking, and he's like, I don't know where Steven is. Steven's in the locker room, and I was in the locker as Katie, me, and then Draymond. So I was just chilling in the locker room talking to those guys. It was pretty fun.
But Tom has also said that he's raised everybody else's kids but his own. So there's got to be some difficult times to have Tom Izzo as your father as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been busy, so obviously you miss some certain instances that are important, such as like some of my high school games or middle school games. He didn't get to go to all of them, but for the most part he was always there, and anytime I could be a part of the program, I was always part of the program. I never sat in the stands, so I always sat on the bench, behind the bench as a kid. So I was always pretty much a part of the team, or I kind of took a manager role when I was in high school and middle school, where I was just the ball boy for every single game. So I kind of got to experience everything with the team and be a part of it.
Being a manager-esque type of role in middle and high school, is that when you knew you wanted to join the program, whenever you got to college?
Yeah, I didn't really know what I was going to do. Kind of throughout high school, I looked into coaching a little bit, and I kind of still do, but not really looking for college coaching. I would like to be like an NBA general manager, like front office kind of job. When I was in high school, it was, you could walk on, you could coach, I'd just be like a special assistant or something, and it was kind of talked about, but really the desire was to play while I was in college, because I didn't really know what the whole coaching thing would have been and how that would have been as like, not an assistant, but kind of just like sit in the meetings and all that stuff. But they meet for too long. I don't know if I could do that.
So being on the team where your dad is the coach, do you ever get tired of him?
Yeah, sometimes when I go home, sometimes I'm like quick to go home and quick to leave. I just go see my mom, hang out with my mom once he comes. I'm like, all right, I'm leaving. Because it does get to be a lot where you're always around the same people. So you kind of want to separate. There's no bad beef or anything. It's just like kind of being around the same people 24/7. Some days you just need a break.
How special is the time that you and your dad get to spend together while traveling and doing all things Michigan State basketball?
It's very special. It's a time that I obviously didn't get to have for a long time as a kid, but it's never too late. So just like experiencing it now where I can appreciate it more is way different than when I was a kid and probably didn't appreciate it as much.
You've yet to score a point in a regular season game in your whole career.
Yes.
Are you trying to keep the streak alive? The regular season's winding down. Do you want to break it? Do you want to kind of go out scotch-free?
I've had a lot of opportunities, maybe not to score, but I've had a lot of opportunities where I've been able to shoot or been open during COVID, but I told my sister that if she wasn't in the crowd, I wasn't going to shoot. I tried to, wait till fans are back or my parents are back to enjoy and experience it with me rather than see it on TV.
So you're waiting for the right time?
I'm not really waiting for the right time. Hopefully the ball can go in, but it's not. If I don't score, it's no pressure to me.
Okay, so I've got some videos of yourself that I want you to look at. They're all from games, and I want you to kind of walk me through what you were thinking.
Again, the foul was on Oakland there, so this something that Tom Izzo upset about, though, and they quickly teed him up.
So this happened during Christmas break. He got a technical, and I've always been like kind of, the get back person of grabbing people, of making sure that they're not going on the court and stuff, or like holding people back. This year we've had a lot more technicals called, so kind of to avoid any situation that could escalate, it's nice to just go grab them. Also, I've noticed that refs are kind of less likely to tee them up, in my personal belief, if I'm there, and if situations do get, crazy, I can grab them and calm them down, or, tell the ref that I got them.
Founder, 20 on the shot clock.
Yeah, that's a good one because, I'm the smallest guy on the court, so it's always fun to, tell other people that they're too small to guard our guys. It's a very useful celebration.
Stephen isn't the only one who knows how to bring the Brez to its feet. When we come back, you're going to hear from a high-flying sophomore whose second season in the green and white hasn't been what he had hoped for, but it does appear to be turning the corner at the right time.
Closed captioning sponsored by Hearing Life, helping Spartans love their ears. With 41 locations across Michigan, go to hearinglife.com to take a free online hearing test.